Welcome to World Gestures. Today's topic is about 5 ways fasting in Ramadan improves your faith. If done in right way, fasting will naturally increase your faith and lead to rightness. The world mostly perceives Ramadan as a month of fasting during which committed Muslims engage in a religious ritual, abstaining from any form of eating and drinking from dawn to dusk every day for the entire month. Muslims who successfully accomplish the task also tend to see it as a quiet accomplishment. However, the Holy Quran informs us that the act of fasting has a deeper and longer term objective. Chapter 2, verse 183 says, "Oh, you believe, fasting is prescribed for you, as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may become righteous." Further, verse 185 reveals that through the act of fasting, God desires to accord us facility, not hardship. As the Holy Quran emphasizes, fasting should naturally compel one to adopt a course toward moral excellence. If Muslims or others who fast find this progress to be lacking, they must reflect on the validity of their ritualizing and reconsider their approach to fasting. Here are 5 ways in which the particulars of Ramadan and fasting increase one's faith and lead to rightness. Number 1 is fasting is a withdrawal from routine. Simply by waking up a good hour before dawn, actively rushing to prepare the pre-fasting meal known as seher, and then abstaining from eating or drinking for a good 12 hours, fundamentally breaks up our normal routine. This aids in a psychological withdrawal from the course and hustle bustle of life, which facilitates a frame of mind that leads us to reflect on the spiritual and celestial realm of our creation, and the hope is that we would act accordingly. Number 2 is fasting leads to humility. A natural outcome of depriving ourselves of food and water, suffering pangs of hunger and weakness, is that it leads us closer to humility. We end up reflecting deeper on the provisions we take for granted and begin to realize that our sustenance is accorded by our Creator, to whom we need to hold a greater attitude of gratitude. It also helps us to identify and aid those stricken with poverty as they suffer from hunger on a regular basis. Again, it causes us to reflect on the plentiful provisions of our lives and recognize that those living below the poverty line are deprived of these privileges. Number 3 is fasting trains you to resist temptation and fend impurities. Depriving ourselves of food and water is not the only abstinence prescribed from dawn to dusk. We are also required to abstain from sexual activity with legitimate partners. Such as for young, unmarried adults, libido can be a serious challenge. A study published by the Eastern Mediterranean Health Journal showed us that 52 young males between the ages of 18 to 24 had significantly lower testosterone levels towards the end of Ramadan after fasting for 12 hours a day. Muslims also hold fast against any form of impure thoughts and impulses such as envy, anger, pride, etc. Fasting as a means of fighting sin, temptation, and impurity has a great Christian legacy with Jesus' 40-day fast in the wilderness, fending off all the great temptations that Satan had thrown at him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that Ramadan is a time when the devil is fettered in chains, symbolizing it as a great opportunity to beat sin and progress in faith. He called it a shield, saying that those fasting must not behave impudently, and if someone addresses you abusively, then reply only with "I am fasting." So fasting must be seen as holding fast against all forms of sin and malice. Number 4 is fasting facilitates intensive worship and spirituality. Practicing Muslims commit to a prayer ritual 5 times a day, but during Ramadan, many undertake an even greater frequency and intensity of worship. Many Muslims will begin the day with the voluntary prayers in the wee hours of the night known as tahajjud. It's also common to undertake a full recitation of the 114 chapters of the Holy Quran within the span of the month. A large body of those fasting will visit their local mosque for extra nightly prayer sessions known as Taraweeh. Verse 185 of chapter 2 says that the Holy Quran was revealed to Muhammad, peace be upon him, during the month of Ramadan, though it happened gradually over 23 years through the Archangel Gabriel. Muslims believe the night of power, which is the base of the 97th chapter of the Holy Quran, occurs in the later part of Ramadan. The significance of this night is said to be worth 1,000 months. Consequently, many dedicated Muslims spend the later part of Ramadan in intensive worship throughout the night, secluded inside a mosque or confined. A person who keeps fast should always have it in view that fasting doesn't simply signify remaining hungry. Rather, such a person should engage in remembrance of God so that he can attain devotion to God and is able to forsake worldly desires. Fasting signifies this alone, that man gives up one kind of bread which is for physical sustenance and takes the other kind of bread which is a source of contentment for the soul. Number 5 is fasting strengthens communion between believers. The Holy Quran guides us in verse 118 of chapter 9 to keep company with the rights. As the idiom goes, we are judged by the company we keep, which inexorably has great influence on our conduct. Ramadan generates much communion amongst its participants who congregate daily for fast, opening ceremonies and communal prayers that lead to camaraderie among like-minded people. The development of such a social network also helps to shed sin and adopt rightness. Fasting is a religious ritual common to many faiths including Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism among other religions. In verse 185 of chapter 2, the Holy Quran emphasizes the importance of these type of interfaith activity based on a common religious practice as a way of maintaining harmony. So let the fasting begin. Thank you for watching. Do share, and subscribers, do smash a like button and do share with your family and friends, and do comment us what to be next.